Welcome to another chapter of my cross-country bike ride across the United States. Today is day 4, Saturday, May 21st, 2016. I rode east along the Columbia River for 61 miles from Viento State Park in Oregon to Maryhill State Park in Washington for a total of 3,694 feet of elevation gain. I had purchased maps from the Adventure Cycling Association, and I used these maps to plot my route across the U.S. I also used Ride with GPS to plot my route, and I used Google Maps Street View to look at places where it might be helpful to see what the area looked like. From these three tools, the Adventure Cycling Maps, the Ride with GPS maps, and the Google Maps Street View, I created cue sheets. I'd already been using cue sheets on my previous bike tours, so I was very comfortable using cue sheets to guide my daily rides. This is my cue sheet holder that I have strapped to the handlebars of my bike. At the front of my bike you can see my Garmin, and this is what I followed. I just followed these cue sheets all the way from Oregon back to New Jersey. After leaving Viento State Park, I continued following the Lewis and Clark bike route along Highway 30. For part of the route you have to take Interstate 84 for about 10 miles. I-84 has a wide shoulder, but in a few spots the shoulder narrows, especially near the places where the mountains jut out towards the river, like you see in this picture. I took the exit off of I-84 into Hood River. Hood River is a lovely, bicycle-friendly town. After you ride through town, you take the bridge over the Hood River on Highway 30, and then there's a steep climb up the old Columbia River Drive where you're likely to meet other cyclists. For the next 5 miles, you follow a beautiful bike trail. You also ride through the Mosier Twin Tunnels. After Mosier, you climb up to Rowena Crest Viewpoint. By mistake, I put the Rowena Crest Viewpoint video on my day 3 video. I got the ride up to Vista House on day 2 mixed up with the ride up to Rowena Crest on day 4. The 6-mile climb up the Rowena Crest Viewpoint took a while, but it wasn't too hard. The grade going up to Rowena Crest is 2% to 4%. From the top of this hill you can see a spectacular view of the Columbia River Gorge. Going downhill, there's a very steep 9% grade for 2 miles. I was glad I had the disc brakes. I was also glad I was going east and not west. I saw some cyclists riding up to the crest from the east side, and they were really struggling. After descending from the crest, I continued to follow Highway 30 until I got to the Columbia Gorge Discovery Center. And at the Discovery Center, I picked up the Riverfront Bike Trail until I reached Highway 197. And then I took the bridge into Washington State. Entering Washington over the Highway 197 bridge.